Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Malaysia, and this is my YouTube channel dedicated to my business, Simple Clarity Co., which focuses on mental, emotional, and spiritual clarity through stationery organization and home decor. So that's what this channel is about, and you get to see the behind the scenes of all that fun stuff. Today's video is actually about a brand and a decision that was recently made by this brand. So I'm going to be talking about, as you can see from the title, 1617. It is I want to say it's a luxury brand. They have beautiful luxury items. I don't know if they advertise as luxury, but when I look at their website, I get luxury out of it. It looks beautiful. So this is about a decision they had about a fragrance oil that they launched, and then 5 minutes later, they launched, and I feel like it was like 5 hours later, they took down. So that's what we're diving in on this video. Really no intro, let's just get into it. So last Friday, October 1st, I was on their website. I was on their website because I was trying to do my COGS, my cost of goods, on their Soy Bliss wax, because I just bought 45 pounds of their Soy Bliss wax. I opened up my first order ever from them in my YouTube video, which is behind the scenes fall 2021, making 408 candles, right? Whatever it's called. It'll be linked below when it's up. I don't know which video is going to go up first because it's just how it is. But I was sitting down, I was like, oh, let me go ahead and do the cost of goods, because I am looking into creating a luxury line. I have everything already laid out, and I want to start testing and using certain waxes, and Soy Bliss is always sold out. So I was like, I hear nothing but great reviews. I'm just going to ball out, get me 45 pounds. So I did, and I was very, very excited to get it. There's more to come on that wax, possibly. We'll see. But anyways, because I'd like to do my cost of goods with the shipping in it. And then as I'm doing that, ironically, an email comes in from 1617, because I hit the back button and closed out of the browser, and I was going to write down the numbers so I can do the calculations. And you know how immediately they'll the email list will hey, you left something in your cart. So I'm thinking it's that, right? I'm like, well, dang, that was quick. I'll just go and delete it, because I'm not buying it. I just want to do it. I already have it. I just want to do my cost of goods. So I go, and it's this email about a new fragrance oil. And I was like, oh, didn't one just come out last week? I think it was called Alabaster or something like that. One came out the week before October 1st. I believe it was the week before, some days before. But I got an email about one coming out before, recently. And I was like, oh, wait, they got another one? So I opened up my email what? Let me see the other one. They already have 3 that I see people raving about on YouTube already, and I want to get the sample trio, but it's out of stock. So, and then the new one came out, and I guess they'll get a whole, little mini 1 ounce bundle for us soon. So I was just waiting for that, because I want to try them all. And I see it's a new one, and it's a beautiful black labeled bottle like the other ones. And there's a pretty, I want to say there's a pink rose. Let me double check real quick. And I will actually leave a picture of it. And there's a beautiful pink rose next to it. And it's introducing new fragrance oil, Rosa Parks. And I was like, that was clever. I didn't, the name wasn't even oh yeah, Black Power, nothing. It was just oh, that was a cute play on words, because I'm assuming it's a rose scented fragrance oil. They have a rose next to it, Rosa Parks. And I was like, oh, that was really cute. Okay, well, I'm sure whenever the 1 ounce bundle comes with all their fragrance oil, I'll get to smell it. So I legit deleted. This is in my trash. I kept going about my day. Didn't wonder why they did it. Nothing at all came to mind, but that was a cute play on words. So I am sitting with my sister later on that night, and it was probably around, I want to say 9 o'clock. Girl, I don't even know what time it was. But it was later on that night, at 8 p.m. So yeah, almost 5 hours in between. My apologies. And it was important notice, in short, if you follow 1617, it's still posted on their Instagram. They turned off the comments. The comments are turned off, and it was essentially saying, due to the response of our new fragrance oil, Rosa Parks, we are going to be removing it from the website because the name is offensive to some people. The people that have ordered it, that have already, because they had orders come in immediately, as soon as they put it up. Obviously, it wasn't offending many people because you got orders. But they put in the email, anyone that ordered it, it will be delivered. We'll send out your shipment on Monday, but it will not have the label on it. And I was like, wait, I'm sorry, what? And I've never had a problem with a company making like a decision. Like Candle Science doesn't sell my wax anymore. They stopped selling C3 Cargill Nature wax because of ethical reasons, I think, of how they supply the wax. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was like a year and some change ago. I didn't say nothing. I didn't get on here talking to Candle Science. No, nothing. Like no other decision that a business has ever made have I ever was like, I need to say something. Like, no, people do that all the time. This, however, I don't even know why it bothered me. Like, I had my sister read the message, and I was like, should I even be bothered by, like, why do I feel bothered? I don't want to be bothered. Like, I wasn't like, let me choose to make this a problem. I was just like reading it, and like my whole spirit was just hit. Like, wait, what'd you say? It was an offensive name. I'm assuming it's a rose. I didn't even check out the notes. Like, you guys, nothing. Just read the email, deleted it. There was a pink rose right next to it, and they used the clever name, Rosa Parks. She's a woman. It's like a perfume-esque, like woman-esque scent. That's what I got from it. How did you get offended by it? That's all it is, right? But the thing that killed me, and I think that's what hurt me so much, is in the email, it said that they had planned on doing an entire line for women that have paved the way, that made a positive impact through history. I was like, yeah, Rosa Parks actually did. What was the problem with that, right? So if that was your intentions, and this is only the first out of many, mind you, nobody knows what the other names are going to be. You just immediately shut it down because you saw Rosa Parks? I'm confused. Where was it offensive? And the people that were offended, by all means, if you don't want to leave it down in the comments because you don't want to start no riffraff with the next person and the next person, you can DM me. I'm willing to understand how it was offensive and educate myself, because right now I'm pure ignorant on how that was offensive. And it is on the trend that they were trying to do of naming fragrance oils after impactful women in history. Strong, impactful women. It didn't say black women, didn't say Asian, didn't say Hispanic, it didn't say just white, it said impactful women. That is every woman that has made a positive impact through our history. And this is 1617, a woman-owned business. Vanessa is a woman. She has 2 daughters. Like, this goes exactly with her business. It goes exactly with what they're trying to do. What? If anything, that's what they would be doing. It's something that they're proud of. A woman-owned business that went from, do y'all remember when 1617 first came out with their website and everything? Do you remember like then, right? To see and watch them grow and get more luxurious and get, now we got wax, we got wicks, we got fragrance oils now, stepped up the game in the vessels. Like, you're out here doing the dang thing, Vanessa. Good job. You're somebody we look up to, just like those impactful women that you looked up to, that you wanted to name your fragrance oils after. You are that for us. You feel me? You've been in here longer. You've been in this game longer than us. You're paving a way for women to make a mark and be seen. I'm confused why you won't be what you see the other women be. Like, you've seen these women be impactful. They've made a mark in your life that you decided to do your first fragrance oil dedicated line, should I say. It's not just random ones. This is a dedicated line to them. And you backpedal because somebody doesn't like it. But all those women that you probably had lined up ready to go did something that somebody didn't like, but they did it. And it was a positive thing. If someone didn't like it because they chose to make it a problem, they chose to make it a negative, but the person that actually made the step forward, that impactful woman, was never doing anything out of spite, was never doing anything to be a bitter, you know what? She was doing it because that is what you do. It was the right thing to do. I think the part that hurt me the most is that you took the time to explain what your intentions were and said, I'm taking it away. But this is what I was trying to do. Instead of saying, anyone that this is offended, we never intended to do that. You don't apologize because you didn't do nothing wrong. So that's why I didn't want to use that word. But it was never our intention to offend anyone. Our vision is this. And that's where you label what you put in that email. To make a fragrance line dedicated to iconic, impactful, positive women, or whatever terminology you use that was a positive terminology for women, not just a particular race or religion of women, just women in general. That's what you do. This is not meant to offend anybody. It's just our vision. We are a woman-owned business, and these women are iconic through history, and we just want to show our appreciation. And that's what you do. You don't take it away. You don't backpedal. This is your business. This is your business. And so I messaged them Friday. I was gonna make this video Friday, and I said, don't do that. Take your time. Think about it. Because I try to be as unbiased as I can be, and I try to see every angle. I still couldn't see why it was a problem. It's a name. And no one got back to me. And then, so whenever you posted on your 1617, whenever you posted on your Instagram again, and I actually saw the feed because I didn't unfollow you yet, I left a comment. It was about the engraved lids. I left the comment. If you guys go check Simple Clarity Codes in the comments. And I was, hey, you guys, I DM'd you. If you can get back to me, please let me know. Because I really didn't want to make this video without at least getting one response. Like, give you your respects to give me a response if you had time. Once again, that's why I sent the message on Friday. This is now the following Thursday. I wanted to take my time and make sure that I tried. I tried to see where you guys were coming from before I came up and just made a video. I didn't want to make it out of pure ignorance, but I did want to make a video. So, with that being said, right before I just sat down, literally right before, at 3:04, right now it's 3:29, at 3:04, yesterday, since they hadn't responded back, the first message was essentially saying what I said earlier, how you want me to support you, everything I said earlier. And then yesterday, that was on Friday, and then yesterday, I said, which was, October 6th, I said, will you give us customers any further details? So today at 3:04, they said, hello, the fragrance oil will be re-released next week under the name Lombard Street, Lombard Street. That's what they said. Heart. Okay? But I feel like it was made into a race situation. And this is not a race. We're candle makers. This is not a race situation. This is a creative space. We help each other. We make these videos to help one another. I don't make these videos and say only Black people can watch it because I'm only helping the Black community. No. Because this is not a space for that. Being a creative, being a maker, that's just you. That's what you are. It's not about your race, your religion, your political views, your sexual orientation. It's not about that. It's just your creative nature. And I said, great to know the fragrance oil is coming back for everyone to get to smell and enjoy creating products with it. But that still doesn't help us makers know why it was so offensive and why it needed a name change. I know I'm not anyone big or important, but knowing your vision behind the fragrance oil line was so cool and not done before. With everything in the world going on against women right now, this was a great reminder of all that we have overcome. That was my response. Because I'm not here to bash 1617. So as soon as I finished filming the video, which the first part you'll see, this is now the second part, because I had to edit it. I didn't want to edit, but I had to edit it because I have new information, which is freaking awesome that they're even talking to me. Thank you, 1617. I honestly, I appreciate it. But what they had mentioned was, they said that the prevailing sentiment was that A, we had not sought permission from the estate of Miss Rosa Parks. Fair. And B, there is a long history in our country of appropriation of Black culture for profit. That is true. But I say, thank you so much for that information. I do appreciate you taking the time to inform me of the issue. From your original statement, it said it offended some people and that I put if on accident, but it offended some people, and that left some, meaning me and others, confused as to where it was offending people. That's because the original statement said it offended people. Part A, I understand it. Legality reasons, 100%. We all are learning as we go through, creating our own businesses. You get your cease and desist letters. You get your copyright infringements. You get your, what they got. You get that, and you're like, oh, shoot. Okay, as much as you try to prepare, there's always a small fine print in the legal system. Trust me, I know. I had to study that some of my, okay? That you might miss, and that's understandable. Part A, 100% understandable. Rosa Parks is a very iconic woman with an estate that in order to use her name, and then you got to go through all the legal, it's pretty much, they got to get some part of it. You know what I mean? You're going to use Rosa, we got to get some part of, probably. Say it, right? Because then you leave us wondering, like, what the heck? But say it. It's okay to say it and to say, I'm learning with you all. We should have double checked. That's our fault. And if we choose to honor Miss Rosa Parks, we will do it the appropriate way next time. But part B, did it offend the Black community? Like you're trying to use our Black woman to make money, right? It could go that way too. It could offend the other community outside of Black community, and they could be offended, those, that choose to be offended because it's a Black woman being praised. It could be offensive both ways. And I was hoping that it wasn't it, but like they said in part B, it was it. And that essentially is people like, you're not going to try to make a profit off of the Black community. You're a white woman. How dare you try to make a profit off the Black community? And she mentioned it, especially with our country where the Black oppression has been seen the most. I mean, it's happened in other parts of the world, but it's immensely here. With the history of our country, yes, trying to use Black names to make a profit, those that are not in the Black community, and even those that are in the Black community that use it to make a profit, we see you. I understand that. I didn't get that because just seeing who Vanessa is, she's so transparent. She invites us into the behind the scenes of her successful business. And you just don't get that from her watching her YouTube videos, watching her IG story lives. And you don't get that, right? Some people through a screen, you can feel their heart. You can feel their presence. You can feel their intentions. And that's awesome. I didn't get that. I guess I'm not a sensitive person in that sense that if someone names something, I'm like, oh, that was cool. That was a cool idea. Like, I don't take it as you're trying to make a come up. But that's the world we live in. And I definitely respect Vanessa for understanding that. And I know that wasn't her intentions, but the uproar that may have happened from both sides, both Black and non-Black sides, the uproar from the Black side and how dare you do that? I mean, first of all, y'all gotta know before y'all just come at people. You gotta know. Give it a second. Maybe it wasn't just Rosa Parks. Maybe it was Mother Teresa, Jane Goodall. You know what I mean? Maybe there was more in there. Sometimes you can't jump the gun and be ready to jump down somebody's throat. This is from my Black community side. You can't jump the gun and be ready to jump down somebody's throat. So that's why when she said B, I don't even know if it's her, it could be a social media person, but when they said B, as you can see, that was not their intentions. But when they heard that backlash for that, that's understandable. And at the same time, though, that's not y'all. That's not, Black community, give somebody a chance to show you if they're evil or not. Because not everybody that is Black is good. Not everybody that is outside of the Black community is bad. We have to give people a chance because they're human. Give the human a chance. And when the human shows you different, then make your decision from there. But yes, definitely legally backpedal because you did not ask the Rosa Parks Foundation to use her name. And that you most likely gotta do. I wish Vanessa at 16 and 17 and her girls and their team, even the people in the warehouse that make things work and get my shipments here, I wish you nothing but positive, happiness, and profitability. I just say it from the beginning. We didn't get their permission. And B, we understand that with our country, the appropriation of Black culture for profit has been an issue. That is not our intentions. That will never be our intentions if we ever choose to do something and give praise to anyone in the Black community in the future. But we will be taking it off the shelves because of the legal reasons with the Rosa Parks Foundation. Now we're like, that makes sense. Now we're not questioning. Now we're not making a video, right? But it was still a good one because we're going to learn. We're going to learn from this. We're all going to sit down and learn from this, which makes me feel better because I honestly didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't want them to be those people. I want to be able to support them. I love Vanessa and her little soft voice. She's on her YouTube videos. Like, I love Vanessa. I didn't want to not do that, not love Vanessa no more. So thank you, because this makes it a little bit easier. I'm so glad you got back to me. I mean, like I said, it's little old me. Hi. Thank you. I mean, who am I? Malaysia. But in your world, who am I? You know what I mean? So thank you for getting back to me, 16, 17. Literally, while I'm filming the video, you guys are even awesome for taking out the time of your day to explain it to me. I appreciate it. I would let everybody else know, probably via email, y'all. I would do that because I'm not the only one to feel some type of way. But I promise you, I'm probably going to be the only one you hear talk about something. Because if it don't sit right with my spirit, I got to say something. I try to get my information first, though. Try to get your information first. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a phenomenal day or night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.